Hello everybody, it's not morning as usual, it's 4:30 and I'm in the mid of making the English Christmas pudding, so I'm preparing it already today. Today is the 22nd but I read that this is good for weeks, at least a week they say. So, and if I ruin it, because I have never done this before, I have a plan B and I know beforehand, and not on the 24th in the evening and ta-da, and it's ruined. So I always wanted to make this Christmas pudding because I saw it in, not only saw, I read about it in Charles Dickens' Christmas Story, and there is this scene in the book and in the movie as well where Mrs. Cratchit is so relieved that the Christmas pudding turned out well, because she was worried about the amount of flour she used, and I think that is so cute. And Mr. Cratchit is such a lovely husband. He reminds me a lot of Tommy. So now this is one part of the dough, I would call it dough, I don't know, has to sit for an hour in the fridge. So I used this opportunity. I look a little bit, worked off. Use this opportunity to speak to you. Exciting things. So regarding knitting, some exciting things happened. First of all, I finished my Christmas socks. Ta-da! I have a picture where they are on a sock blocker and with good light on Instagram, and I need to put it on Ravelry as well. So if you are curious how they look in actually good light. So these are my Christmas socks, and I will put them aside so I can wear them the first time on Christmas Eve. And then I am very close to finishing my crochet cowl. This is what I have left, and I am, there's my hook. I am on the second last round, so I only have to do half double crochets. I'm not doing the pattern any longer. So 2 rounds and it's done. That feels very good because I'm working on it way too long already. But it's 1,000 meter, this cake of yarn, so that takes a while. And then inspiration hit me, and I told you that this won't be a blanket. I will start another one and I will copy it completely. I have all these leftovers, I think, still. But I wanted to make something else out of it, and I will release it as a pattern. I'm not sure yet if I should do it if I wait and should do it for Advent or Christmas in July, or if I release it for Easter, because I have several ideas with this pattern. But there was one problem. There was one problem I had to solve, and so I had an idea, but it was very complicated. And you can't find a workaround and everything, but if I release it as a pattern, I want you to enjoy every step of it. And I hate complicated patterns, and especially when it comes to seaming, piecing, and all these things, and sewing. I want it to be pretty and easy. And I don't know why. Oh yes, this morning I thought, I would love to continue working on it, but because of this one problem I had to solve, I wasn't working on it, so I don't ruin the next step, the next potential step. But this step won't happen. I have another solution that is way easier. I tried it out already with other projects, and it should be fine. That means I will finish this. I have to add 10 more squares and do some things, and then this is done. And that makes me wanting to start this as a blanket again, So I know I still have my memories blanket. I haven't worked on it since last time showing, but it's so close to be done, and I miss my opal blanket. I miss it. If you haven't seen it before, because you are not a long time viewer, here it is. And I will start, after I finished my other blanket, I will start this in with my merino yarns as well. I thought about it in the morning and I was reconsidering it, and that's what I'm working on. Opal subscription, from my first subscription. I was thinking, okay, maybe I should do something else, maybe a crochet blanket, a hexagon blanket, or some kind of other pattern, because I am already knitting this, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Oh, and news regarding Christmas Eve cast on. I continued thinking about it, and I think, I'm not completely sure, but I bought the pattern already. I think I have the perfect Christmas Eve cast on pattern for me. I have the yarn already. I received this from a friend. I have these two beauties here. This is gray, 50% merino, 50% silk, 400 meter, 100 gram, and this is the same, exactly the same, but two different companies. The Uncommon Thread and Life in the Long Grass, hand dyed in Ireland. And I will use one of these, maybe I will make two, but one of these for my Christmas Eve cast on. I will knit the Sophie scarf. It's the perfect scarf for me because I like, when it gets a little warmer again, I like to wear something tiny around my neck, just for embellishment, just pretty, not to keep me warm or anything. So these two colors are great because I'm wearing in the summer usually blue dresses. Most of the time I'm wearing blue dresses and they go very well. So this could be a great Christmas Eve cast on, and I will hold it double, so one gray and or one blue. So I will make a solid scarf because it calls for DK weight and I will have enough. And I think the silk makes it drapey enough. What else? Today was the first relaxed day, so we had a nice breakfast and Tommy slept in. I knit and I had this inspiration this morning that makes me very happy, very happy. So I picked up the flowers from the flower decorator for the church because this Christmas it's my turn to decorate the church with flowers, and so I offered it to do it. We share it. Yeah, so we picked up the flowers and we brought it to the church. I didn't have to cook because we still had leftovers and we can eat them tomorrow again. That means the next time I cook is the Christmas dinner. Ha! That is good. And I'm very excited about the Christmas pudding. So as I said, the dough, yeah, it's not really a dough, but most of the content is dried fruits and nuts. The dough is in the fridge, and then I have to steam cook it. So I can do this in my Thermomix, but it takes 2 or 3 hours or so. It takes so long that I have to change the water. So add additional water. But it's okay. Tommy is tonight with his friends playing guitar, and while the Christmas pudding is steaming along, I might watch a Christmas movie. So I keep Scrooge for tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So little Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is always a little bit difficult because of Christmas vigil and so on. So maybe tomorrow. I watched, how it's called? If You Believe or so. It's about, I will insert a photo here. It's a lovely movie, but it's one of my favorites. I'm a late adopter to this movie, but I enjoy it very much. And she works for a book publisher, and that theme is, I like it because I like books. And there is a romance, but it's not too much of it. I can't watch most of the Christmas movies because I think they are just romance movies, love stories, and that's so boring. It's so foreseeable and boring, and it's not what... Christmas is so much more than only a couple falling in love. Maybe Kevin. But the older I get, the less I enjoy Kevin, because it's a very typical 90s movie. Screaming all the time, not much plot. I haven't... Sometimes I like to watch the Christmas episodes of my favorite of my favorite series. For example, Big Bang, or Gilmore Girls, or Hawaii 5-0, NCIS, and so on. Bones, yeah, that could be a thing tonight. Yesterday I finished everything. The Christmas Post. I think you see it in this video. The cleaning, the laundry. It was a very productive day, but I worked until 9 o'clock in the evening and then I fell asleep immediately. So you see this video on the 23rd. I'm not sure how I will do this with Christmas Eve and the Christmas celebration itself. Maybe I will publish, I can't promise it, maybe I will publish the video for the 24th and 5th later, because you can imagine I am busy celebrating Christmas and it's a high feast, and I don't want to mess around with computer work and so on. So I think you will see the decorating of the tree and Christmas dinner and the presents and all these things later. But I might have enough footage for you to show you, so to produce a video for Christmas Eve, because I made lots of things. I can't show you now because people are watching. I pre-recorded, so I can show you that at least, and the rest I will show you in the video. I think after Christmas. Maybe I change my mind and I produce the video right in time for the 25th. Okay, but I can't promise anything. Now it's not yet the time to put it out of the fridge. Yeah, I think I will edit this Vlogmas now for you. Finish the Christmas pudding. Oh, I have to read my Charles Dickens chapters. I didn't read yesterday, so I can read the chapter from yesterday and today. That is always great when I have two, because I enjoy reading it so much and I always want to read further. And then we have dinner. Tommy will go play guitar and I will relax. Okay, bye. Today I cook Brussels sprouts casserole. It's one of my favorite vegetables, but they are very time intense to make. But it's definitely worth it. Now let's clean the flat for Christmas. Tommy was gone for work and I decided to make everything ready when he returns, that we can start into our vacation season and relax and enjoy each other and Christmas and not having to bother about laundry, cleaning and all that jazz. If you are wondering why my phone stands there under the window, I am listening / watching the Matt Walsh show. I'm his biggest fan. He is my favorite Daily Wire content creator. I came for Michael Knowles and stayed for Matt Walsh, definitely. And also Andrew Klavan is amazing. Andrew Klavan has so many deep thoughts. But his show is something I really concentrate on because it's only once a week and we savour it to watch it before we have to suffer through the Klavanless week. But Matt Walsh is so funny, and I like to listen to the Daily Wire people, for example, during cleaning and, I don't know, tidying up, cooking and so on, because, yeah, so you get things done and also have enjoyable content and you learn something. It's already late in the evening, as you maybe can see, and I'm doing the Christmas post. And that's the last thing for today, before I can say goodnight.